difference between a composer and a producer?
But you got three different stages. You know, you got like some people out here just make beats.
Mm-hmm.
Give an artist, a rapper, or a singer, somebody a beat, and
Mm-hmm.
walk away. Then you got a producer who actually produces the beat and sit with the artist and come up with an idea for the track.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a composer who actually does the music, writes lyrics, arranges, put the whole song together. So when you leave out here,
Mm-hmm.
you have a whole finished song. Then I even take it further if I think it's jamming enough and I think it can be something. I'll get on the phone, I'll call, pause that beat and let them check it out. Like I really go through the full stages of an actual song instead of just giving somebody a beat. So that's why I consider myself a composer, because I do more than just make a beat. I do more than just write. I do more than the engineer. I do more than mix. I do the whole nine. Like I really get behind my music.
So you'd say you push the song to its full potential.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you worked with a lot of major artists.
Urban to crossover. Like a wise man once told me, he says, Speedy, you're not on everybody's record, but you always on the right records. I never knew what that means until later on when I figured out like all the artists I worked with were up and coming artists, had a little buzz and able to work with them at the beginning of their career, and now they're big artists now. Make it make sense.
So, what's your favorite genre to work with?
Right now, I'm loving country music. Like
Is that right?
Get into the country side of things. Country. We're going back and forth to Nashville. Actually, I go to Nashville next Thursday, but I go back and forth to Nashville working with artists, trying to put stuff together.
You actually help come up with lyrics and whatnot. So you're an artist yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you have anything coming up?
I mean, I got a few little things coming up. I actually I put a Anomaly album out a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I ain't promoting it. I just put it out. Cause I got a distribution deal that I had for a while. I said, I'll put something out. And I just put I don't call it Anomaly. They got like Walker on there, Ray Rush. A lot of people that I work with, writers and producers, and my crew basically filled my crew stuff.
That's your album and you're rapping on it, or?
It's like hip hop rock.
Hip hop rock.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's called Anomaly.
Anomaly, yeah.
Okay, definitely gotta check that out. It's on iTunes.
Actually, that one's called Anomaly 2.
Anomaly 2. Okay, so you have 2 albums out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, the first Anomaly was just me playing around with stuff, and once I figured out my lane, I put Anomaly 2 out.
Okay. Is there anybody you haven't worked with, you're looking forward to working with, or would like to work with?
There's a lot of, almost every artist I shop music to, but actually sitting and working with every artist, like I never sit and work with Eminem, definitely love him, like Evanescence and Linkin Park. Like I love that aura of music, like urban music. I don't work with everybody urban.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so a lot of alternative music.
Right.
Okay, and what do you think about this new scene coming along with the Migos and?
They do what they do. Shout out to Amigos. Shout out to Young Thug.
Yeah, Thug.
You
know, a lot of younger cats coming up.
Yeah, I'm old school. So.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Like, as far as
it is what it is. I mean, I don't. Me personally, I don't listen to it.
Yeah.
I can produce it all day long, but I don't listen to it. Even when I produce stuff like that, I mean, I don't have to like it. The world has to like it. So
yeah,
I have to go to the store and buy it. The world has to buy it.
So your taste is definitely different that of
Yeah.
Okay.
But producing, I produce anything, from gospel to EDM. Like it don't matter. I do it all. I produce anything.
Okay.
But it kind of. I look at the younger generation, man. Their music on around for like 6 months, man. They got a 6 months window opportunity to make it. So and then it's exchanging them out with somebody else.
And I mean, as far as the alternative is concerned, we never really touched on that. Like, so, like, what can we look forward to as far as that concerned?
Oh man, you better see. Actually, I'm finna switch it back a little bit, cause I started out DJing, so.
And I don't even know if it's called alternative. What is there a proper name for it now? Because it's probably a different sound.
Yeah, it's called alternative, pop, crossover. Like they got all kind of names. There's EDM, electronic dance music. EDM, you know what I'm saying? Then you got trap step, which is electronic dance music mixed with the trap, the 808s, the urban 808s, and drum patterns mixed with the EDM sound. Then you got trap step, you got dub step, you got it's so much different stuff. But that stuff comes from overseas. Like that's right. European style of music.
Because people aren't too familiar with that in Atlanta. Well, except there's some underground scenes.
Yes, underground scenes. And like me starting out DJing, I'm finna bring it back because I'm finna do like DJ Speedy EDM or trap step mixtapes. But it's all gonna be original tracks produced by me. Like I'm making all my tracks to use for my EDM CDs. So it's gonna be. That's what I've been doing lately, getting all that together.
Okay. And that's, you think that's the new wave? That, because
I don't know if it's a new wave or just something I want to do, but, I mean, to our world, it's new, but I know it's old. I know it's been around, like,
yeah.
It's been around for a minute.
And what do you personally listen to?
Me personally, right now, I'm listening to, of course, alternative rock or whatever you want to call it. Alternative rock, Christian rock, because Creed was Christian rock, so I'm still listening to the old Creed CDs. I'm still listening to Evanescence. I'm still listening to Linkin Parks. A little bit of country music. Just trying to learn. Like that's how I learn. I study. I do my research and study music. Why the music sound this way? What kind of elements they use? Why they write the words they write? Why they sing the way they sing? That's my thing. I love music, so I try to figure out what is their niche in this music. So I just sitting there, I can make a beat like that. And then I studied the technical side of it, with dealing with sounds and why sounds sound the way. Like I play guitar, but I don't play guitar. I play guitar on my keyboard, but my guitar can actually sound like somebody playing live guitar. Like once I figured that out, I figured the sound waves out. Cause I went to Nashville and working in Nashville, and they're playing the guitar. They play live guitar. And I say, let me show y'all something. So I say, hit your C on your guitar, and I hit my C on my guitar and on my keyboard, and let's see if it sounds like, and it sound the same. They're like, how the hell you do that? Hey, so I figure I take what they do and what I do, and use it to my advantage. I play something right now. You want to know if it's live or not?
Yeah. That's pretty impressive. Yeah. And do you have like a message for any, the upcoming artists coming out now into the future? What you'd like to hear from them, or any suggestions, advice coming into the industry?
Just do what you love, man. Don't do it for the money. Do what you love. The money will come if you love it. Read and learn what you're actually doing. If you really love what you're doing, you need to love it and read and understand what you're doing. Because the money, if you in it for the money that we was getting back in the days, and y'all, you're not getting that kind of money these days in time. You ain't see none of that kind of money. Some days of the 20s and 30 and $40,000 beats is gone. You got people online selling beats for $19.99 leasing. I ain't never heard of that word leasing until recently. Like lease, what's a lease? You don't lease beats. So I mean, hey.
Well, explain that to us. What
leasing? Well, leasing, like you got the internet crave. So wave or crave, however you want to say it, is people put music on the internet on SoundCloud. You go download their beat. You pay them $19 or whatever. You lease their beat. Leasing means everybody who goes to that site and buys their track or download their track and rap to it and put it out, anybody can go there and do that. But the first person that it actually becomes a hit for has to go back and try to find this guy, a girl who made this track, and negotiate to get the session for the track to actually mix it properly and put it out the correct way, and that's called leasing.
Sounds a little.
But everybody got the same beat. I'll never give people the same beat.
Everything's unique.
Like people calling me leasing, I'm like, there's such thing with leasing for me because I'm not gonna give you the same beat I give somebody else. So I don't do leasing. What I choose is or decide to charge you for the track. That just is what it is. But I'm not gonna give that beat to nobody else. Like I do this for real. Like it's not no my only means of income. Like I love doing music. I love producing. So
Like, what's the scene like? Is there some particular place where the music, you favor the music in that location?
right now, Nashville.
Nashville.
There's a whole nother world. Like I tell anybody, I advise anybody, if you really into music, go to Nashville. Your whole mind. It's like stepping in Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland.
Where in Nashville do you need to go to,
Music Row.
Music Row?
Music Row. But see, the thing about Nashville, you have to be introduced into that world. Like if you just go to Nashville and hang out, it's going to be hard to get in there. Where you got to be introduced or brought into that world and introduced to the right people to further your career down there, because they're open arms, but they got to know you to have open arms. You see some of the biggest, richest people walking the street in Nashville, you won't even know who it is. Trust me, I've been through that. You won't even know who it is until you know who they are.
Okay.
They don't wear all the fancy clothes. They don't have all those Lamborghinis and Ferrari jewelry. None of that. They don't do none of the stuff that we do urban, which is cool. I mean, because as urban black artists and black producers or black people in the music industry, a lot, 99% of us came from nothing to something. So when we do get it, we want to show off and have fun and buy all the stuff you thought you always wanted. It is what it is.
Well, it's not all about that, though.
I mean,
some of it.
Some of it. I mean,
whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. Whatever makes you happy.